Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Spino, founder and CEO of True Champion, and your recreational and elite middle distance running coach. This workshop today covers some of the techniques that you may wish to adopt into your training program. There are 5 essential cycles of training that have mental training techniques built into them, and those are essential for your actual periodic sequencing technique result. However, I'm going to demonstrate to you today some of the other techniques so that in this workshop you have a full array of different methods and techniques and ideas that you can adopt to your training program. First thing for you to learn that there's a difference between the different gaits and tempos. Fresh swing is up to 50%, good swing is up to 80%, and you can see in the demonstration that as the person steps out into a longer stride, it enables them to go faster. Remember, a gait is the way you run, a tempo is the speed that you run at. Sometimes when you're running, you can tell that you are being distracted by an image that's in your mind that may be holding you back from performing at your best capacity. Now, we use a distraction technique called soft eyes. In soft eyes, while you're going forward, you're also looking inward. You'll see that we demonstrate closing our eyes, watching a bird flying, let the bird fly from one branch to another. Notice that it's a very, very big bird, has gleaming eyes, you see its feathers. And as the bird goes from one branch to the other, you watch it with your eyes closed, and then the next time you do it, you watch it with your eyes slightly open. We call this soft eyes. Soft eyes is the mode of inner looking that you use to increase your mind-body capacity. And you'll see that she stands still and first allows a big hand. Imagine big hand coming down from the sky around the top of her body. She leans back into the hand and feels its support, and the hand takes her up the field with the soft eyes. When she's finished, she'll wipe the image away. We call that wipe away because what you're trying to do is learn how to condense the image when it's on and when it's off. Then you walk back and you try the rope pull. Usually you look up the field, look at some object like a goal post or a tree or something like that, and you imagine throwing a rope out around that tree. You see the rope from that tree come to a harness around the top of your chest. You feel the pull of the rope. It's soft eyes. The rope pulls you up the field, again, which you're thinking about the pull and the rope doing most of the work and you just being carried along. And then you wipe the image away again and you're back to ordinary awareness. For a group workout, we do something called energy work. And with energy work, you'll see that with my partner, I'm starting energy with our hands. Once we get this energy going, we see how far and how close we can go. Then we take the energy in our own hands, place it in our partner's body, and then she'll run down the field and the other partner just runs behind her. When she gets to the end, the other partner turns around, they reconnect. And this is a way for couples to do energy work back and forth. Sometimes we do this with the whole group and all energize each other. And it's kind of a fun, laughing thing that a coach can do or a group can do with each other. Okay, these are the techniques of Percy Wells Cerity. This is Percy Wells Cerity showing some of his naturalistic running techniques. The idea is to run differently than you would at just a regular natural stride. The beginning of the video shows him showing that he can do things differently with his upper body that will eventually change his lower body. First we have the power run. The person, instead of trying to run forward, runs up, lifting up with one hand and the other leg and up with the other leg, reaching up towards the sky, not moving very far, but putting resistance on their body as they move forward. And then after that, you do the amble, which you bring your arms up and stretch them out so that you're starting to move a little differently. You can see here, he's doing what he calls the amble. And then when he opens his hands, that's when he exhales. And then you choose a lead hand and a follow hand. The lead hand leads, the follow hand follows. And as you take a breath in, you start to extend the distance that your step that you take on the hand where the breathing is released. Again, running along, not every step, but every once in a while, asymmetrically, bringing the breath in, throwing the lead arm forward, the follow hand follow. And the idea is that on that asymmetrical breath, he gets a longer stride. He gets a longer stride, running along, the lead hand thrown out in front of him. Now when you run up the field, you're going to do 2 different auxiliary techniques to assist you in going faster and accelerating while you're running without an extra effort. One is called tidal breathing. Tidal breathing is a way to eliminate all of the oxygen in your body, to take the breath in, and to exhale and to use it to propel forward. Here you see an individual athlete practicing tidal breathing. The place where you do that one time is called the junction point. Similarly, there's a technique called a surge. And as you're running this way 3/4 of the way up the field, you'll open your hands, stretch them out, bring your hands in, and as you touch your fingers, make a sound like bing, and drive forward. Here's Percy showing what we do also as the surge. You see him running along, there's a surge, he's got the hands out in front of him, presses his finger, bing, and drives forward. For practice, and he would consider even in a race. It's a nice sequence where he goes stretch up, amble, trot, trot, trot. Canter is when the lead hand is going, and the gallop is just an extension of the lead hand. He shows in the demonstration that when he does the cantering and the galloping, that step is longer than the other steps. And by having a step that's longer and synchronizing the breath with the step, his idea is that then you would be able to run at a farther distance because that step would be longer and you would be synchronizing it with the proper breath. When you see the picture of the little numbers, that's showing the stride is further. Thank you for participating with us in the True Champion running programs. With the techniques that you've just experienced and watched, you can add these to your training at your own discretion whenever you would like to have them in part of your repertoire. Like we said, there are some essential mental trainings that are part of the mind and body experience that you will have with True Champion, but these also could be added as an extra flavor and an extra ingredient to your training. So thank you, and we enjoyed being with you today.